sink into your practice. And as you find that stillness and that sense of relaxation, as you let your thoughts just pass by through the brain and then let them go. A nice exercise to help with focus and concentration is to try to listen to your right ear, only your right ear, and then listen to the sounds around you. It may be the morning songs of the birds, traffic, dogs, roosters. Just focus on the right ear and the sounds coming in, observe and let them go. And then opening the class all together, inhale, bring our hands to heart center. Sharing the Omkar chant 3 times. Take a breath in. Om. Shanti, shanti, shanti. During the Guru mantra 3 times, take a breath in. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And to exhale, let's release the pose and let's come onto our back. Hands underneath your butt, feet pointing up towards the sky. As you settle into the pose, allow the mat to support the spine. We don't move our head from side to side when we're in an inversion, even like this. Feet can be slightly apart. From here, ankle mobility. As we inhale, we point the toes. As we exhale, we bring the toes back towards the face or flexing. All right, so let's begin. Inhale, point. And exhale, flex. Inhale, point. And exhale. Go ahead, 3 more on your own breath. And we'll meet with just a nice neutral foot. Coming into rotations, circular rotations, first to the right 3 times and then to the left. So begin with a pointed toe. And then as you inhale, circle to the right. And as you come to the bottom, exhale, circle to the left. So let's do 3 more. on the right side on your own, and then 4 on the left. It's really nice to look at the movement of those muscles in your shin and calves, which are helping to move the ankle. You see a little better perspective on the movement of the ankle. Your knees are nice and still, they're not moving. It's all movement from the knee to the toes. And let's meet in a nice neutral position. Release the hands. And as you exhale, bend the knees, bring the knees to the chest, squeeze your hands out. And let's hold here. Knees to chest. Think about elongating the spine all the way down to the tailbone. So they can really relax through the hips. The mat is supporting the spine. Coming into an easy happy baby pose. Grab your big toes, shins, or thighs, and open up to happy baby pose. If you can grab your toes, it's nice to grab that big toe. Use your elbows on the inside of your knees. Flatten the feet so that they're flat up towards the sky. You can rock or just hold this in stillness, whichever is good for you. Let's stay here. You can stay here for a short count of 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, go ahead and straighten those knees and come into a straddle. And now, even if you can reach your toes, I'd like you to bring your hands to the inside of your knees. And just hold there. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring the legs together, both up towards the sky. Release your hands to the sides, palms down. Keep the left leg where it is. As you exhale, bring the right leg back down to the mat. Think about relaxing the hips so that they're square in this position. Let's do a nice final twist. Extend the arms out to the sides. Palms up. Bend the right or bend the left knee. Left knee is bent in a 90-degree angle. In this position, we'll roll over to the right. So as you exhale, roll over the right hip. It doesn't matter if your left knee doesn't touch the ground. Don't worry about that. And hold here. And stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, take a breath in. Exhale, feel that contraction and tilt, and float back to center. As you exhale again, extend the left leg down the mat. With the straight leg, extending the right leg up towards the sky, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel that small tilt, and float the right leg. Square off the hips, and bend the right knee. Spinal twist to the left. Take a breath in, and exhale, roll over the left hip, move to the right. Stay here. And counting down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to center, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel that exhale, and come to center. Exhale, release the right leg back down. Bring your hands to your hips, palms down. And as you exhale, let's just use our hands to assist us as we come up to staff pose. Coming into staff pose. Okay, here, relax the thighs. They're not holding you there, even if your knee comes up. What's holding us here are the hip flexors and the alignment of the spine. Hold. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release the pose. Let's come to a standing position. You can be at the top of your mat. Okay, we're into Tadasana, so let's really think about our position. Lay down the big toe, then the little toe, feel the inside and the outside of the instep. Feel equal weight on the toe and the heel. Once you're comfortable with that, slightly lift the arch by bringing the ankles towards one another, but externally rotating the knees and the hips. Elongate the tailbone as needed for your body. Everyone has a little bit of a different curve in their lower back. So do what's comfortable. Roll the shoulders up and back. And then settle into your Tadasana. Close your eyes. You can feel this alignment of your muscles and skeletal makeup. And then allow your consciousness to sink from your head to the spine, to the hips, down to your feet. Feel nice and grounded. Keep your eyes closed. This is a wonderful position just to start feeling the unlocked energy moving through the body because we don't have any points of tension or all right, open your eyes, open the palms, inhale, arms up. And exhale down. That's it, flip one. But really think about relaxing the shoulders as you lift the arms. Inhale up. And exhale up. Let's do it 2 more times. Think about letting the shoulder blades sink down the spine. Go ahead, 1 more on your own breath. Unlock your knees. Great. Hands are at the bottom, open the palms. This time, let's move our neck back as we look at our hands. So inhale, allow the neck to drop back. Look at your hands. And then exhale, release. Chin comes to chest. Inhale up, releasing the head back. And exhale, chin comes to the chest. Same thing, but this time we're going to look to the right. Inhale, raise the arms and look right. Exhale, bring the head back to center and then down to your chest. Inhale, raise the arms, the head comes to center and then looks left. Exhale, come back to center. Allow the chin to rest on the chest. Same thing the right side. Inhale up. Looking right. And exhale, coming back to center, chin to chest. Last one, left side, inhale up, look up. And exhale, come back to center, chin to chest. Very nice. Hands come on hips. Stepping back for warrior one. Shift your weight to the left foot to free up the right leg, and then simply step back. Square the hips. Now here, sometimes there's a tendency to let the torso come forward because we're not yet open enough, either in the flexion of the ankle or the hip. So think about squaring the hips, bringing the tailbone a little bit down, and being nicely centered from your head over your hips. You can change your feet position if you need to. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bend that left knee. Again, think about external rotation, lifting the arches. Take a look at your knee. Left knee is nicely over the left ankle. You're satisfied. Release your hands to the sides. Open the palms, inhale, arms up. Hands together, shoulders down, and hold here. The whole warrior series is really an important pose and sequence because it opens up a lot of energetic pathways, especially through the hips. So no matter if your stance is narrow or wide, you're getting the energetic benefits from this pose. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. To shift your weight forward, you bring the back heel up as you're shifting your weight over that left foot. But I'm still keeping my head, spine, and hips all in alignment. Then you simply inhale, step forward, back into Tadasana. Feel this alignment before you exhale and lower your hands to your sides. Let's do the left side, bring your hands to your hips. As you inhale, shift the weight to the right foot, freeing up the left, and step back. Square your hips. Feel that you're nicely aligned over your pelvis. As you exhale, bend that right knee. Take a look down. Feel happy with your alignment. Release your hands to the sides, open the palms, inhale, arms up. At the top, hands together, drop the shoulders. Keep your rib cage tucked in. There's no arching of the back here. If you arch the back, what happens is you lose the opening of the hip flexors on the left side because you're distributing the weight load differently. So keep that tailbone tucked under. Hold here, exterior rotation of the legs for stability. Then stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, shift your weight forward onto that right foot to free up the left heel. And then simply step forward. Feel your alignment. Exhale. Coming into a chair pose. Inhale the arms up, at the same time sit into your chair. Again, this is a really nice pose in terms of flexion of the ankle, understanding how your head, spine, and pelvis are aligned. Because once you're nicely aligned, your skeleton is nicely aligned, you don't have to use a lot of muscular strength to hold this pose. If you want to, as you exhale, deepen it a little bit more. See if you can without losing alignment. Hold here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and simply rise up. Again, feel this alignment back into Tadasana. And then exhale, release your hands to the sides. Warrior 1 again, bringing your hands to your hips. As you inhale, shift the weight to the left foot. And then step back. Square your hips. Lift the torso up. And then exhale, bend that Front knee, look down, be happy with your alignment. Release the hands, open the palms, inhale on top. Hold here. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping back into Tadasana. Inhale, shift the weight forward. When you feel that your right foot needs to come off the mat, that's when you step forward. Come back into Tadasana. Feel the alignment. And then exhale, hands up. Remember, there's a little helpful hint. If you're finding problems with your stability, step that left foot back a little bit wide. So to the edge of the mat, rather than directly behind your front foot, and that's going to give you a little more stability. All right, hands are on hips. Inhale, shift the weight to the right foot, right hip, freeing up the left leg, step back. Square off the hips. As you exhale, bend that right knee. Be happy with your alignment. Release your hands, open the palms, inhale, arms up. Hold here. Think about bringing those shoulder blades down the spine. You're anchoring yourself through your hips down to your feet, and then nice light lift from the spine to the top of the head to the fingertips. So the meeting point of all this energy is in the pelvis and the navel, and then you're extending down and extending up. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, shift the weight forward. When you feel confident, you simply step forward. Find your alignment here. And exhale, release. And come to the middle of your mat. Legs are maybe 2.5 feet wide. Toes are pointing forward. Another version of a side bend. Open up the palms, inhale, arms up. At the top, keep the left hand where it is, but exhale and release the right hand down to your thigh. Palm is touching your right thigh. Roll your shoulders up and back. Think about grounding yourself in the pelvis to the feet and then nicely lifting up through the spine, through the left fingers. This is sorry, I can't talk today. This is a side bend to the right. So inhale, grow tall. Exhale, right bend. And as you come into it, allow the head to look underneath your left armpit. Try not to distribute unevenly the weight of your right foot and left foot. That should be the same. So anchor through the left foot if you feel the left hip coming up. Hold here. Even here, I'm thinking about lifting up the arch and rotating my legs outward for stability. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open up the right palm, inhale the right foot to the left. And now inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, release. Repeating on the left side, inhale, arms up. At the top, right hand stays where it is. Exhale the left palm down to meet the left thigh. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, side bend to the left. As you come in deeper into the position, go ahead. Look underneath your right armpit. Keep your hips squared. Anchoring through the pelvis. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up the left palm, inhale the left palm beneath the right. Then inhale up. And exhale. Coming into warrior 2. If you're happy with your stance, you can stay here. If you want to widen it a little bit, go ahead. Now remember, in the warrior 2 position, your back leg is either parallel to the short side of the mat or turned in up to 45 degrees. But that doesn't mean I let my knee come inward. I'm still rotating the leg out, even though my ankle is turned in. Right foot, inhale with the right toes up and then point them towards the short side of your mat. Square your hips. Inhale, arms up on the line, look to the right. As you exhale, bend that right knee. Now, some of us have not me, but others, have the flexibility to have a really wide stance. But what you want to think about in your wide stance is that you still have equal weight distribution on the front leg and the back leg. Try and open up the hips by rotating the legs to the outside. Spine is over the middle of your pelvis. Hold here. Let's stay here for a longer count. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Transition to the other side. Inhale the arms up. Swivel on your feet. Square off the hips, and then exhale into warrior 2 on the left side, looking left. Hold here. And let's stay here for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into a straddle, inhale the arms up. And to exhale, swivel that left foot in. Now, before we come down, there's a lot of pressure on our ankles in this position. So if you're feeling that, narrow your stance. And then swan dive down. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, swan dive down. Release the hands to the mat if you can. Roll the shoulders up and back. Look behind you, allow the neck to just hang there. If you need to, rock your weight a little bit forward so that your hips are over your heels. Let's just hang out here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's just come up to half back. So the nice lengthening of the back here, and then exhale back down to your forward fold. Reverse swan dive, lift the head, lengthen the back, just like we did. Release the hands to the sides, and then inhale up. Reach the hands up high, drop the shoulders. Take a breath in, and exhale, release your hands. Let's toe heel, back to Tadasana. Take your time to find this alignment. Once you find it, close your eyes. Hold here. There's a tendency to lock the knees. Soften the knees a little bit. Take 2 more breaths just to feel this alignment and this centering. And then exhale, release. Let's come down to the mat. Child's pose. Go ahead, extend the arms in front of you. Have a nice wide stance with your knees. You can have your feet either overlapping the big toes or closer to each other. There's many different ways to do the child's pose. Do what feels good for you. Hold here. And let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up to your forearms like we did yesterday. Bring your knees underneath you. From here, cow and cat. You'll see that's a little different movement than when you're up on your hands. All right, let's begin. Inhale, get up. Dropping the belly. Exhale, come into your cat. Inhale, up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale up. And exhale. Come to neutral tabletop. Let's do what we did yesterday. Coming into dolphin pose, curl the toes under. As you inhale, start to lift the hips up, and as you exhale, bring the chest towards the leg and come into your full dolphin. Again, if you're feeling undue pressure on the legs, you can either lengthen or shorten the distance between your elbows and your feet. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, inhale, tip the shoulders and they're over the elbows now. Bend your knees and just gently bring the knee towards the mat, but don't touch the mat. And then as you exhale, come back up into down. Inhale, shift weight, lower knee, but don't touch. And exhale, come back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, come back. Inhale, come up. And lower the knees. Exhale, release the hips back. Come into down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lower the knees. Exhale, come back. Last one, inhale. Shift and lower. And exhale, back to down. Hold here, really think about lengthening back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, come down to child's pose, release those toes, extend the arms again. And sit back onto your heels. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the head, inhale, let's come back into Vrajasana, on our heels. Again, if this is not possible, go ahead and put a little prop underneath your butt. That'll take the pressure off the knees and the ankles. Close the eyes. Let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And to exhale, release the pose. Let's come onto your back. And let's do some nice bridge poses. It's a nice way to open up the back. Supple the spine. So we're in position, feet and knees are hip width apart, behind your butt, hands on palms down. Coming up, using the pelvic tilt, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel that tilt, and then continue to lift up. From here, bring your hands underneath your butt and roll your shoulders behind you. And then think about opening up the upper spine, bringing the sternum in the direction of the head. Relax the neck, nice long neck. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, gently release the shoulders, bring up and back. Then feel the middle back and waist coming down. And then finally, let go of the hips. Go ahead and extend the right leg. And as you exhale again, bring your left knee towards your chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract. Tilt and float the knee towards the chest. Use your hands to bring the left knee a little closer. Square up the hips. Hold here. If you find that your shoulders are coming off the mat quite a lot and it's hard to relax them down, then just hold on to a different part of your leg so that you can relax your shoulders down and feel that your spine is totally supported by the mat. Let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you can, go ahead and grab the bottom of your foot. And as you inhale, extend the leg up towards the sky. Again, it doesn't matter if you hold on for ankle, shin, or thigh. Just doing a nice little stretch, hamstring stretch. Let's stay here. Relax the lower back down. If you're starting to feel tension in your lower back, that means that you're holding the pose a little too deep and you're taking the stretch in the lower back rather than in the hamstring. So then just release the leg a little bit until you feel more comfortable there. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's final twist over the right hip. Take your right hand and hang on to your left leg anywhere you can. Open up that left arm to the side, palms up. As you exhale, you're rolling over the right hip for a spinal twist. If you can maintain contact with that left foot, that's wonderful. If not, don't worry about it. Hold here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to center. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel the tilt, and round to center. Coming into a nice little tree pose here, go ahead and bend that left knee. Bring the left foot to the inside of your right thigh, allowing the foot and the knee to fall down towards the mat. Maintain the integrity of your right leg. Square your hips. If you're comfortable here, go ahead and inhale the arms up overhead, and then rest behind your head, palms up. Just relax your hips into this movement. Or I should say this pose. Hold here. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out of the pose, release your hands back down the mat, palms down. And as you exhale, release that left leg down. All right, let's come into a bridge pose once more. Bend both knees. Plant the feet. Hands are already by your hips, palms down. Coming into a bridge, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel the tilt, raise the hips. Rolling your shoulders underneath you, that's going to open up that upper back. Deepen the pose, relax the neck, and fold. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, release the shoulders and upper back. And then the back and waist. And then finally the hips come in contact with them. Let's extend the left leg down the mat, square off the hips. On an exhale, bring your right knee towards your chest. Sorry. So take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, bring the right knee towards the chest. Use the hands to help deepen the pose. And fold. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extending the right leg up. Hang on to any part of the leg that's comfortable for you, and extend the leg up. Feel a nice lengthening, but very gentle lengthening of this hamstring. Hold here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come into a nice little tree pose. So bend that right knee, place the right foot on the inside of the left thigh, and allow the knee to fall towards the mat. Square up your hips. Inhale, arms up behind you, palms up, resting behind your head, and hold here. It's a very simple move, but we're really opening up a lot of different energetic pathways in this pose. We're allowing the muscular, skeletal systems of the body to open up to the hip flexors, the psoas. Your lungs and diaphragm have a nice space to efficiently breathe. So it's a nice pose. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your next exhale, go ahead and release the right leg down the mat. Release your hands down by your hips, palms down. Just take a little break here. And become in the fish pose. Now we haven't done fish pose in a long time, so let's talk it through. Bring your legs together. Point your toes. That's the first part. Hands down by your hips, but feel that your elbow and forearms are making contact with the mat. As you inhale, you're going to sit up, putting your weight on your elbows and look right down at your toes. You are anchoring yourself from your hips down to your toes. From here, just like in a bridge, you're going to open up the sternum, shining the heart up towards the sky, and then drop the head back. Now, for some of you, just doing this, your head is going to touch the mat. For me, it doesn't. So what I do is I widen my elbows a little bit more and then come down. I want to keep the weight not on my neck, but on my forearms. So come into the position. Hold here, point those toes, that's your anchor. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, gently release the head and come down. Okay, another hint that you can do if you do not yet have the spinal flexibility. You could move your elbows and forearms a little further down in the direction of your feet. So you can widen the stance of your elbows and or move your elbows down further towards your feet, because that will give you a little more stability and change the weight distribution. So you need to experiment with that. But what I want you to be careful of is your neck. There shouldn't be a lot of weight on your neck at all. Let's do it again. Pointing the toes, palms down by your hips. I feel my forearm on the mat. As you inhale, sit up and look at your feet. Feel that you've got the weight on your elbows. Now, start to open up the heart. Exhale, drop the head. If you're not yet there, change the position of your elbow a bit. And hold. You still don't want your shoulders next to your ears. So keep them away from your ears as best you can. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, gently release the head and neck, shoulders, and lay down. Relax your legs. Let's do a spinal twist. Open up the palms to the sides, arms extended. Let's bring our knees so that they're over our hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, float knees up. As you exhale, knees float right, you look left. So that same tension in the bridge pose, where we're bringing attention to the upper body and the sternum, it's the same tension and muscular awareness that you want in the fish pose. And now we're just relaxing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come to center. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, come back to center. On your next exhale, knees roll left and you look forward. And let's count down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, come to center. One more time, inhale your hands to your knees and exhale knees to the chest. Let's try the happy baby pose once more. And roll from side to side. Coming to the center in stillness. Inhale, extend the legs into a nice straddle with the knees straight. Hold here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, both legs up together, they're facing up towards the sky. If your lower back feels okay, release your hands, place them by your sides, palms down. If this is hard on the lower back, you're feeling discomfort, go ahead and put your hands underneath your butt. So let's stay here. Gently flex both feet. Hold this position for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's roll right into Dandasana, back pose. Use your hands and forearms to help you. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll forward and come right into Dandasana, arms extended up high. And exhale, release. Come into a seated position. Let's do alternate nostril breath before we finish the class. It's a nice way to reset the body. If we started to have wayward thoughts and we really weren't focusing on our practice in certain parts, this is a nice way to reset before we come into Savasana. So we'll do it for 3 minutes. You're in position, I'll set the timer, alternate nostril breath. Go ahead and begin. There's no rush, finish the cycle, your own, you lower the right hand. And gently breathe through both nostrils. Now, for the last 4 minutes of class, if you'd like to lay down in Savasana, go ahead. Sometimes I find sitting in this position to be more relaxing. So I'm going to stay in the seated position, but do what feels good for you. You can be in a meditative seated position or you can be in Savasana. You're in Savasana or seated position. Let's gently open the eyes and start to bring awareness to our fingers and toes. If you want to come out of your seated position, just start flexing and extending toes and ankles, knees and hips. Start a little twist from side to side. Gently moving the neck. If you elected to lay down, go ahead and roll over to one side. And then gently, on an exhale, push up to the seated position, and let's all join in a nice, comfortable seated position here. Inhale, bring hands to heart center, and share in the Onkar chant one time. Take a breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti. And exhale and bow down to the teachers within. And gently come up. Open your eyes for full awareness. Namaste. Have a good day. Sorry, you can see my sinuses are really clearing today, and so had a lot of coughing and